Hi Vernon, how you doing? It's a little rainy here and we have some thunder today, so you might hear my dog barking, so just wanted to alert you to that in your video. I have your mirror right here, so I'm giving you a little preview before I ship it to you. And the back, and the handle. This big crystal. I guess I can start with the back of it. And as you know, what we talked about is these beautiful white rooster feathers were from a rooster, actually, that was a rooster. And so yeah. So this my guy. He was a beautiful white rooster, and all I can say is that at one point he was just kind of aggressive, and so but he was a really good pet for a couple of years. So he didn't have a name, but he was a big, large white rooster, and rooster energy is of protecting, and also the masculine solar energy. And they also, their protection is good in the spiritual realm too, because they alert you to danger, and the whole crowing at the sun is the solar energy. So it has a lot of that masculine sun energy, and because it's white, kind of also continues that energy, kind of like the masculine is the white, and the feminine principle is more of the dark or black. You probably it doesn't show it off here, but he was primarily white, but he had a tinge of gold, and it's hard to see here, but you'll see what I mean when you get it home. And then here I made, to me it's a mandala, but it also is kind of a nod to your crown. I did some of the copper leaves that I cut out for you again, and I put them in the shape kind of a star. I like that we have the Astara connection, and so I wanted you to have kind of that star mandala shape. And then again, as you know, I like to work in certain numbers and frequencies, and so there's 7 shells around a small crystal. Maybe you can get it close up, I don't know. And then there's also some double terminated quartz crystal here also. And then you probably can't see the details, but there's some little spiral shells and some pointed shells. The spiral shells are symbolic of the how life is a spiral, and then also in order to do past life regression, you usually have to spiral back from your life now to childhood and then before you were born. And there's a lot of information that you can find about that too, as you probably are already working with that. I use certain stones that are conducive to past life regression, and I actually looked them up on the internet. Put this down for a minute. So we have carnelian, which is the small orange chips. And it says the stone helps you to tune into your past life's physical body. By doing so, you can better understand any influences that may shape your body in this life. It will also give you guidance in ways to better this life. And then there's some lapis lazuli. This is a powerful third eye stimulator, which can oftentimes open up very powerful past life visions. It also helps to recognize old wounds, blocks, and pain, and aids in the release of them. And then we also have some amethyst. This crystal is a connector between the spiritual and physical. it helps in the healing of any inner pain left from a past life, and will also help show the connection and intimate purpose of past lives. And then clear quartz crystals, and the clear quartz crystals shows up quite a few times in your mirror. On the back, like I said, I have a cluster, and then on the front I'll show you the other crystals. So crystals help to balance your aura and energy fields. They awaken memories within us and help to harmonize our past lives with our current ones. They also help us to understand why past life recall is important by giving us a greater understanding of them and what they mean to us. And if you'll notice, some of the smaller quartz crystal points have a double termination. So one of the things is you can go back, but you can also go forward. Past life regression is not just for the past, it's for the future also too. So that's something to keep in mind if you choose to go into the future too. And then hematite, it helps us to reach a lighter state, which helps to ease past life recall. Because it does help in making it easier, the stone is particularly helpful during hypnosis sessions when the purpose of them is for past life recall. The hematite is there's actually two different kinds of hematite here, just to show you. There's some little hematite balls, and there's 3 of them in the shape of a triangle. Masculine energy, symbolic of a triangle. And then there's 4, and they've got it like a silvery black color, because they have quite a lot of metal in them. There's 4 on the ends, so 4 for the 4 directions, and the 3 points in the middle. Again, equals that 7. 7 has so much symbolism. The 7 chakras, the 7 directions, which there's the 4 cardinal points above and below, and then internally the 7th direction is within the heart creator, or God. And what else did I want to say? I'm sure you know what amethyst is. It's the purple stone, and the lapis is the bright peacocky blue that opens up the third eye for recalling. So let's see. What I was saying about the little spiral shells with spiraling backwards and then spiraling back forward to your current life. But the little pointy shells, I don't know if you can see them this close up. This one right there. There's quite a few of the little pointy shells. They're good for keeping the energy field clear. And when you're doing past life regression, it's always good to be mindful of be staying grounded, but also of using the intention that you are only bringing back what is of your highest good. And so the little pointy shells are known for releasing the negativity that can come up from doing past life work, so that you're still staying as a witness and not getting sucked back into the pain and trauma of that life. What else do I want to say? The handle, which is a central column of wood, and then there's 2, I don't know if you can see that, there's 2 vines that were growing up the branch. And so again, in terms of energy, the central stick is probably oak. I think it was oak. And then the 2 branches going up is a vine of wisteria. Wisteria is the beautiful purple flowers that bloom in the springtime. And I just have them growing, tons of them all over my property. So this stick I cut specifically made for your mirror, and just kind of embellished with the, again, with the gold and some sparkles. And then there's a copper wire, and the copper, as we talked about, copper is a natural conductor of energy, and it amplifies all the different energies. And then on the end, it's a nice big crystal. And when you're using this, and I don't know if you'll be using your crown, but opening up the 7th chakra and opening up to the Creator is a good thing too. But when you're holding it, just in your mind's eye, visualizing that this crystal is helping you to ground and connect you to the earth is a really good thing too. So any crystal can be charged with a purpose or a job, basically. And so you can give it whatever intention that you would like. And then, so just by kind of breathing that intention into the crystal, you can do that. But that would be a really good one, especially since it's at the bottom, that it would be grounding and anchoring you and helping you to stay still fully present in your own lifetime here, so that whatever you're bringing back from past lives or future lives, if you choose to do that, is for your highest good and keeping you on your purpose. And then if you choose to change any crystal at any point, you just smudge it, sage it, or however you use to clear your tools, and then restate the intention if you choose to do something different. And then so the front where the mirror is, and I was basically done when I had messaged you the other day, and then I dreamed about it that night, and then decided to add some of these past life stones. And then as I was doing that, I was having a little bit of a problem with some of the stones adhering on, and the reason why, I don't know if you can see with the colors, it's kind of dark in here, it's rainy, is gold, but I also added some actual gold leaf. So the gold leaf was making some of the stones come up, but one of the things I dreamed about was adding resin. So that's what I did. I added resin to the back of the gold, and then connected all these stones and shells, so that's pretty sturdy, and so when you're washing your mirror and cleaning it, it should be nice and sturdy. And so I'm very happy that my guides gave me the dream to add the resin, and then I added some of these other stones that we talked about before. So there's the amethyst is here, and the blue, the lapis, and there's the carnelians are at the 4 cardinal points. If you notice, I marked off the circle shape is symbolic of the 4 directions. So we have east, south, west, and north. And at these points, the crystals that I use are a little bit more special. So the crystal over here at the east and the west and the north are little bunches, and if you'll see, they look like a bunch of 3 crystals, but they grow together in a little bunch. And so the 3 symbolizes the past, present, and future. And then at the south, I know you like the cluster, so here's a nice little cluster. And so quartz clusters symbolize community and groups. And so when you're doing past life work, again, working with the past, present, and future, but also the people that are around you now in your life right now. What connections did you have? And so with that knowledge, this quartz cluster is symbolic of that, and helpful for helping you to reconnect with your people that at one point in different past lives helped and guided you, so that you'll find them again and find your groups. And in back of, you can't really see it here, in back of them there's little copper tiles that you can't really see. And then at the southeast direction, the southwest direction, the northwest direction, and the northeast direction, there's little copper moons, and the moon energy is just to balance the energy. So we have some also the mother of pearl in between, and so the energy of the moon and the sun energy, so the masculine and feminine, is balanced. And at these points in our calendar year too, so that's the difference, that's the symbolism of using the 4 directions, and then also marking off the equinox energies, is that you're using the symbolism of the 4 directions, and it's a calendar and a compass and also a clock. And so that's really good when you're working with timelines. And because our traditional Western views our lives in a linear shape, when we're thinking about in a spiritual, it's always a circle, so that you'll keep going around and around and around. And that's why I say, if you're going to be working with past lives in a mirror and drawing that energy to you, the future will come up also. So, and then I've got just these little white stones, and I don't know, there's 64 of them, 8 between each of these points that I talked about. And I don't know, perhaps you might want to focus on each individual and add, so that when I'm doing past life work, I try and remember and go backwards in time, so I remember where I am right now, and then I remember last year and then the year before. And so these stones, little white stones, may be like the little breadcrumbs for you to go back in time till you get to the point. And obviously, I don't know how old you are, but there's 64 of them. So I don't know. It just kept, the Beatles song kept reminding me when I'm 64. And then again, these little tiny snail spiral shells too. Just kind of re-adding that. And then at the last minute, I just felt that I needed to add these little mirrors. And the whole mirror itself is for drawing to you and helping you to gaze and focus, and you can certainly do that by staring into the mirror and helping. But sometimes when we focus not just on the front, but a little bit to the peripheral vision, is where we get some of our strongest visions. And so I felt like a little bit of the mirror around the outside of the perimeter will help you to draw some of those past lives or future lives into the bigger mirror. So there you have it. I'm sure there's more. You can meditate on it. And I just wanted to thank you for your order, and enjoy. Have a great day. It's 4th of July here too. It's a little rainy, but we're still going to enjoy it. So I hope you enjoy your day, and I hope you enjoy your mirror, and it'll be in the mail soon. I just needed to let the resin dry because it was, whoops,